Hello everyone. Today I am going to introduce how to use collection view so that we can scroll the cell which contains multiple others including images, scrolling horizontally or vertically. One of the examples, one of the demo that you can see here. Okay, so I have the images, right? These images can be scrolled. Right. This is what I'm going to work with you today. All right. So let's start with the new project, and then that'll be app developments. We can call it the examples of collection view and videos, and storyboard and UI kit applications, and it'll be saved on this directory. Create. Okay, let me first work with the UI kit on the storyboard. Okay, this is storyboard. Let me expand this. So I'm going to squeeze this. I have more space. So on this, let's put the collection view. Okay. So bring this, and you can call it collection. And then there's a collection view. So bring this up somewhere here. And I can extend this toward that way. And I make a little bigger. And see, a little bit like this. And also on this cell, well, by the way, before we do this, let's look at, let's see, okay. Here on this attribute inspector, and then scroll direction. Right now there's vertical, so I am going to change this to horizontal. It's up to you, right? So that's what we can do. And then size of the collection view, I would change that to 120 and 120. Therefore, I think this should be custom. And that it also should be 120. And then there is a section intersection to top, bottom, left, and right. I am going to put all of them to 10 each. And then minimum spacing, let's put 10, 10. Let's leave it, okay. Okay. All right. on this cell, let's put some more objects. One of them is I'm going to put that image view. So bring this up on this image, a little bit smaller than that. Okay, and then another objects, maybe label. I may put two labels. This is a real label that I can see here. I would call it, let's say, title. Okay. Hit enter, and then fonts, style, maybe boldface, a little bigger, maybe 20. Okay, that is the title, and I am going to add a more label here. That's something that I want to say there. Okay, so let's put this lined up like this, and then a little bit wider if that is bigger than this, and left alignment. If we have more than one line, then we can say 0 means, if we say 1, then that is exactly one single line. If we put to 0, then whatever the length, it can be compact. If you put here number 2, then it fit into the 2 lines only. Okay, fine. Okay, and then I am going to go to editor to embed a navigation controller. Okay, squeeze this, so I have, see, this is familiar. By having this navigation controller, we can connect from this view to additional views, so we can move one view to another view, and then we can wind back up. That's possible. Okay, so if you see this a little, and then we need to create a file, new file for that collection cells. So on this Cocoa Touch class, and then that is a table view cell. No, it is not. Collection view cell. Collection view cell. We are going to have, let's say, check food collection view cell. Don't click this. We don't use this. And then next, and then create on that projects, create. So you may be able to see here, check food here, and then this is a view controller. Okay, so let's go to the main here, storyboard. Now we need to connect to this. We need to open up 2 panes. This is storyboard, and then on, side by side, on the right pane, we will bring up this check photo collection view cell file. So we need to divide this by clicking this button. Okay, and then click this. Then we'll have this. on right hand side. So we have this. So what we need to, by the way, before we do, then we need to come back here. I need to close this. Come back here. And then go to there. And then class for this should be just created. Check food collection. So that is connected with that. Okay. So this file is connected to this the objects, which is a cell, collection view cell. Okay. And then identifier of this, I think I would say food. Okay. Food, let's say cell food. Hit enter. Then you may be able to see here that is a cell food. Okay, this is called the cell food. That you can see here. That is under collection view. This is collection view cells. Inside we have image views and then labels, right? So make sure that is there. So this is all set, and let's go back to open this coding list and come back here. Then we need to connect to this. Images, holding down control and that here you can say IB food. Okay, and then label. Again, control, drag and drop. And you can say LB title. So this file is set to go. Okay, now we need to work on this main, the file, Swift file, which is the view controller. Okay, view controller. Of course, on this view controller, you need to have, again, we need to this, and on the left side, bring up that storyboard one more time. A little smaller. And if you click this, that is control view, right? So again, holding down control button and drag and drop there. That is the UI view controller views, so that we can see that's collection view and food. Okay. So I have more space. So I'm going to close this. Okay. And then what we can do here, we need to make an extension of that. You can put here some additional, but still you can do other external extension code if you like. Extension and view controller. This is the same as that. So this view controller can be extended, but this view controller is inherited from this UI view controller. But in this case, we are going to inherit it from collection view UI collection view LRECTION view delegates, and also UI collection view data source. Okay. In this way, this guy says the view controller doesn't have UI view UI collection view data source has some required method, required function, required protocol. Therefore, we need to bring that up here. So if you click fix, then two functions will be brought up. Here, number of item in section, you can put here return, and then whatever the number that you want to put, okay? Or you can, let's put number 5 initially. And this code, what you need to do is that eventually you need to return something. So in order to get that something, you need to say cell equals this CV food, that is a UI collection view. That has the DQ reusable cell. I believe this DQ reusable cell identifier for index path. Yeah, click that. Okay, so with this reusable with the reuse identifier, for that you need to, this ID should come from, if you go here, and this is a cell, right? This is a cell, and if you go there, then there is a cell food. Okay, that is the ID of that collection view cell. So you need to come back here. Let's see, what is it? What is it again? It is called, we need to make sure. Oops. It's called cell food. Cell food. Come back here. Then that should be cell food. And for, we need to make a variable, small index path. Okay, and then don't forget, put here as, well, here we need to say this file name, check food collection view cells. Okay, so that should be returned. So you need to say here return cell. Okay, we don't really return cell, but what we need to do here, what is this? Okay, I think we need to put exclamation mark. for explicit return. Okay. And into the cell, cell has, I think, IV image view, right? Image view food. Into that image view food, we need to display the images. So in order to get that, we need to define here, let my food equals, in this, you can say simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, reason 5. Oh, this is 5. 5 images. In that way, I put here 5. Or you can simply say my food, return my food count. Whatever the value, whatever the variables can come in, you can use it, right? So for this image view space, you want to put there, because this is the image view food, so you need to have images. IV food image equals UI image and names. That name should come from my food and index path dot row. Okay. Cannot find the index path. I'm sorry. Should be. There's a typo. So index path dot rows. So what happens here is that if there's a multiple cells, so currently we have 5 cells, okay, 5 collection cells. Each collection cell has the index a number, right, from 0 to whatever the number, right? So we need to put that ones into there. I would say, so index starts from 0. So I am trying to see here from, we add 1. So index path no. So let's see. This is that one, and I think, well, let's put it in this way. Okay, and then also we need to say this cell has a label title. If it is a title, then we need to do text. Into that text, I can say my title, index path, index path dot row. But my title is not defined yet, so we need to define here let my title, and then we can say the first one is the first second one is second, third, fourth, fifth, 555. So I make it a little different this way. Okay. Oh, finally, it should close the quote. So in this way, you can come in there and let's see what happens. We're curious, right? How much it goes. Simulator. We'll have. Oh, wait a minute. I need to close this. What happens is that I'm going to choose the device. Oh, right now I do not have any images, right? So to put in that images, we need to go to the assets, the folder, and I'm going to bring up some of the files. I have here 1, 2, 3. So bring that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 4 and 5. So this way. Okay, 4 and 5. Okay. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Okay. And let's run it. All right, let's go back. Let's see. Let's see what we are missing. I think I need to hold down and there. Oh, I need to do this. Data source and delegates. There to there and then delegates. So both of those are holding down control button and the left side on top. Then you can see there is a marked, right? We have 2 dots, data source and delegates. So this can be understood. This delegates and data source. I believe that's missing. Okay, very good. So I have here title. I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 images, right? So what is this? This is, I think, lobster. This is a vongole. What is this? Is taco? Okay. this is what you can have the collection view where each cells contains some of the objects, including images, so that you can scroll horizontally. Okay, and if there is a some of the videos, so how can you bring that video onto yours? Then first we have to bring up the videos. So on this, yeah, we bring up here on top if you have videos. I think I have some of the videos here. It's called Alaska. Yeah, I have Alaska mp4 files. So bring that up all the way here, just under the same folder. And then copy item image, create group, choose options, files, create groups, folder. I don't think we need to do anything, simply click that. Okay. And then when this app is loaded, if you want to run these MP files, then you need to put that here on this function, inside of this function. Okay. So that is the video files. If you want to bring the video files in, that you need to import audio video kit, and also import audio video foundation, audio video foundation, I'm not sure why that's okay. And then here you need to say we need to first define player. That player from AB player, it should come from URL. In the URL you need to say URL, and then it comes from file URL. No, it's the URL. Okay. File URL with the path. File URL with the path. I think this is it. Click that, and in the string, we need to bring that from bundle dot main dot path, and then for resource and of type. The resource in this case, that name, Alaska, okay, ALASKA, Alaska. Of type, that should be mp4. mp4 types. Okay. In this way, let's see what happens. That should be this. Okay. This player should play, right? And then another thing that we need to do is that we need to define layer where the player plays. So AB player layer should have a layer. The layer where the player in the player layer, this is a player. The player layer is defined. Now that layer dot frame equals view dot bounds, and then view dot layer dot add sublayer should be that layer. Okay, and finally the player should play. Click that. I think this is how you can bring the MP files into your app. I believe this. Can you change this to? Yeah, you can change this to small mp4. Okay, that's better. Oops. Unexpected found the nil while on web options. What I will do, I believe I will bring this up, move this to others. Okay, so let's put here view did appear. View did appear. I think we need to bring this, and inside we need to bring everything up. Instead we'll call that from that view did load. So we can say I think we don't need to do anything. What is this? Yeah. Simply this guy understands already. This is a view did load. This guy cannot find it. Exceptions. What happens here? There's a video. View controller shift to fatal error. Unexpectedly found the nil. So this guy cannot find this from the beginning. Therefore, after this loaded, then when that view is appeared, then we need to use this animation. So that we need to do that. And here we need to also super view did appear should be animated. That should be done. Super view did animate any. Okay, what happens here is that let me remove this and re-add the file. So move it to trash. I am going to here, Alaska, bring up here. The last time we didn't click this. It should be added to the targets, this target. So don't forget to click this, okay? After you click this, finish up button, and then rerun. Okay. Another thing that we need to do, we need to check is the file name. This should be small mp. Hit enter. The reason for that is we put here mp4, right? Okay, very nicely we have videos, the collection views. Next thing that we need to do is when one of these is clicked, then we need to open up another view where the YouTube is playing. Okay. Let's go here, the storyboard. When you have collection view, let me tell you this first. When we have the table view, then we use the segue. So in this time, we're going to use different ways of sending data to another view. So we need to simply bring up the view. View controller. Simply bring up the view controller. Okay, this view controller is not really a segue from here there. This is a separate. So I can simply say bottom here. Okay, it's not segue connections. When I click one of the cell on that collection view, then it comes here and display the view. Okay, so on this we should have another web view object. So I think the web kit view that should come here. Okay, we don't need to put well, that much. Okay, and then because we have a view, we need to have another file, coding files, right? So new and file, then that is a Cocoa Touch class, and that's another view controller, right? So we call that YouTube view controller, and then there's a shift, that's fine, and that should be under this project. Fine. Okay. And I am going to divide and bring up here the storyboard. And as we did the last time, we need to bring this up here. We need to connect this WebKit to this file. So before we do, by the way, I need to bring this, and then the class for that should be YouTube. That class. It's not yet coming out. Let's see. Okay, this. Anyway, here I need to import WebKit. So that is there, and storyboard. Click this class. I need to have. Oh, that's not yet coming out. Why? Strange. So you are, oh, this is a collection. I'm sorry, it shouldn't be like this. I need to delete this. It is okay to delete, right? And then we need to file, that was my mistake. It's not collection view, should be view controller, UI view controller. So that should be YouTube. Okay, create that and go to main and find out. Click this to see if we can see the class. Oh, here, YouTube. Very nice, right? Okay, so that's done. And squeeze this and bring over another Windows, and then YouTube controller, Swift. Okay, looks fine. I don't need this. I need to import WebKit. And back here. Oops. Okay. This bring up here. So holding down Control, bring this up here. That is a web WK or web view, right? So I can say here web view, and then food videos. Fine. All right. So next thing that we need to do is from this guy, when the collection view cell is collected, then some of the information should come over here. Okay. The one that I want to get from there is I think simply the video code, I would say that is string. Okay, that should come here. String, and okay, that's fine. So this side, okay. And when it comes to this, then I need to put here. Okay, this is yeah. One thing that we need to do is, let me open this wide. Remember that if it is the table view cell clicked, if a table view cell is clicked, we use the segue to send the data to the next view. In this case, we do not have that segue. We simply use some of the functions that is available on this collection view data source. Okay, so if you type did select item at this function, so click this, and then you filling in here. Okay, as we did here, we can say we can connect within that function to the next view. In this case, within this function, we connect to this video information, right, or image information. So we need to connect it to another VC view controller, and then rather than using segue, we use a storyboard dot instance view controller, and then identifier. Okay, identifier. So come here, this guy. Okay, here. This guy. This is I think that is simply, okay, come back here. No, back here. And then identifiers is simply type this. Okay, so YouTube view controller. That is this YouTube view controller. And as we do YouTube view controller, okay, and then VC dot, here we need to see if we have a video code here, very nicely we can find it. That comes from we don't have a video clear here, so we have my video code that contains some of the values. So my some of the IDs. Okay, so let's see. We need to put more. So come back here. That is my video code and index path.row. Okay, we can send that in path.row to next to the views. And then we need to say here self.navigation controller. No. Self.navigation controller dot push view controller and then we can say that should be VC that we defined here. Okay, and then animation should be called true. Okay. On this views that we need to select from the YouTube, for example. Okay, if you use, for example, lobster lobster cooking. Okay, let's say this is the image that you want to connect. Then if you click this, then that is an ID. ID is just right after the V, just right before that ampersand sign. Okay, so that is the ID of that video. So Control C for copy, and come back here. You can edit, and then probably next one, second video maybe. I think there's pasta, vongole. Okay, so
separate 3 egg yolks for me. And I'll show you how to make the perfect iron. Have you seen our eggs?
Pasta.
These are our chicken. They're called Cotswold leg bars or something or other, and they lay blue eggs.
Vongole.
Got those that lay brown ones.
And there is okay, that's fine. So click this. This is the ID. This is ID, and from there to there. And come back here.
Oh my God! It's gonna taste so good. First of all, we need to cook
And the third one maybe
the water is really boiling.
tacos.
I've got here about 200 grams of spaghetti straight in. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Cover.
Tacos. Okay. Okay, we have this.
Hi guys, welcome to Get Curry. This is the Bombay Chef Varnananda.
You can add more, all the way up to 5. So for now, only 3. Okay. So back here, that tacos, as you click first, second, and third, then that video code comes up. That goes to this place. So when it comes to here, then we need to.
I'm going to cut this red pepper into small dices.
We need to create another function called play video. And
finally, a green pepper. The vegetables are prepped and ready. I'm adding some olive oil in a moderately hot pan. The oil is heated in the pan. I'm adding in the prepped vegetables, onions, and all the peppers.
Play
quick few
videos.
tosses.
There's no play videos. So we can simply say video
Once these vegetables are
code.
sauteed a little,
So that
I'm
is a
adding in the
string.
chicken mince.
And then we implement it here. Let
Make sure you saute this
request
on a high flame.
equal URL.
And while this is cooking,
Let me.
I'll be adding in the salt as required for the chicken and the vegetables. Along with this, some paprika. You can adjust the spice level according to.
Okay. Remove the noise. URL request QUREQUEST. Then that's the URL. Okay. URL has a URL. Okay. So URL and then string URL strings, and then that string has http www.youtube.com/embed/ and then we need to put the value. Then we need to escape character, which is backslash, and then the variable is this video code, and then close the button, and that, and we need to make it clear, and then we define that the request. Now we need to do VV food video. That on that video we need to load the request, the web request. What is a request? Request is a request. We already defined here, right? This should be loaded into that food videos. Okay. Let's try if there is anything missing. So this is the collection view. If I click this, okay, another thing, as we usually do, come back here. We need to choose here if we wants to load the web data, then we need to do here, come back and add more. What we need to do is there is an app transport security setting. Okay, app transport security setting. If we click this, then we already click that, and no. App transport security setting, then we need to allow. Click this, allow arbitrary load, and then click this to yes. Okay. So make sure that you have app transport security setting and allow arbitrary load. Okay, see what happens. Why we have this? That is because when I have here this identifier of that storyboard, YouTube view controller. This is not really set in this storyboard. If you come here, remember that here, if you click this, then there's storyboard ID. There, you need to put YouTube view controller. I'll repeat this, okay? YouTube view controller. You can simply repeat that if you want. Copy and paste, and come back here. Again, copy and paste. You just paste this. Okay. Then this guy is recognized by that the view storyboard. Remember, this is a coding. I remember that I said the view and the coding should go all the way together. There's a coding fine, but we didn't do anything on these views, right? Therefore, I think therefore that happens. Hopefully it works at this time. So you can click this. Okay. Oh, what happens is that this should be called from above, right? I believe that is that. So play video. There we need to send this video code. So when that view is loaded, this function is automatically executed. I think that is the reason. I'm sure. So very nicely we got that. Click this and there's a lobster play.
Quick, have a look. Now, look at these. Listen, they've got elastic bands. Of course they're real. There you go, look. See?
Click that. And go back. And Bongola. Another Bongola is running.
Hi, lovely people on YouTube. Let me show you how to make the perfect
So I'm going to stop this and go back to another one here. That's maybe tacos. Okay. So I think this is it. That's very nice. I hope you can do this. Thanks so much.